Hello students. Today we'll start Python from the very basics. Okay. So I have opened the Jupyter notebook also. Here I will do coding live. Okay. Each by each concept. So what is the definition? The Python is a popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. So this thing you have to remember. It got released in 1991. So what are the applications of Python? It can be used for web development. It can be used for software development also. But here the key point to discussion is how Python is used in data science. So here basically we'll first cover Python each module, then we will proceed to data science. And what you can do using Python, you can create a web application. You can create uh, software workflows. You can also do some big data and perform some complex mathematics for data science applications. So the very fast program of Python I'm going to write here. Okay, how to write a very fast program in Python. Suppose I'm writing print. So this is the first statement. You can say this is the first program I can write in Python, where print is a function. You can say print is a function which will output the result. Okay, so let's see how is it working. I'm writing print, then I'm giving double quote, then I'm writing Satya, then I'm pressing Shift Enter, and it is getting executed. So the first line of code is simply writing print statement. It is a one line program. Generally, it starts like hello world, so I can also like print hello world. Then I'm pressing Shift Enter, so it getting executed. Okay. Then we'll discuss about comments. What is a comment actually? Comment is something you can say. Comment in Python is nothing but to add more readability. You can clearly see it's written that explain Python code with more readable format. More readable format means suppose I'm giving an hash sign and it's a comment. Then I'm saying print. So what does it do? It is printing Satya, but it's a comment. That means this line won't get executed. Okay. So next to comment, I will need to discuss about multi-line comments. Multi-line comments is what? They are many lines, and again before every comments you have to add hash symbol. So here it is an example of multi-line comment. This is a comment written in more than just one line. Now the main thing is variables. A variable can have short names like X or Y or more descriptive name. And variables is what? So let's try to figure out what we mean by variable. Suppose I'm declaring a variable. Here I'm doing the program directly. Suppose I'm declaring a variable x equal to 20, and I'm trying to print x. Then what will you get print? 20 is getting printed. So here what happens? Here I'm declaring a variable x is equal to 20. That means there will be space whose name will be x and whose value is 20. Okay, so the name of this place is known as a variable. Sorry, the name of the variable. Again, there are many rules you have to follow while naming a variable. So, and what are the rules? I need to discuss these rules. These are: a variable name must start with a letter or the underscore. Python has no command or for declaring a variable character. A variable name cannot start with number. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. A variable names are case sensitive. A variable name cannot be a Python keyword. That means you can start from underscores. So the way I'm starting underscore equal to 50. Then I'm writing print underscore. Then it is getting pretty. That means I can give the variable name like this. So I can start from an underscore, and I also can start from a letter equal to 50. Then I'm saying print. It is also giving output 50. That means what you can say, you have to strictly follows the rules which I'm clearly writing again. The rules are like this. Let me write one by one, and which is very important because during declaring a variable, you should be very careful about the names you are giving to these variables, and these are known as identifier also. Okay, so let me write to one by one. It should start with okay. So it should start with uh, just a minute. I'm taking this variable name start with underscore character. That means this is the one way you can give a variable name. I'm starting from underscore. The second is it's given no command to declare variable character. Variable name cannot start with a number. That means you can't start with a number. So let me see if I'm starting with number. That means if I'm writing 1, 2, 3, Satya equal to 50, and I'm saying print 2, 3 is Satya. So it will print, it will give an error. So this invalid decimal literal, that means it is saying you are not authorized to declare a variable who is having name such type of name. That means it is starting from numbers. So again, there are many other styles also you can declare. So what are the other styles? You can declare like camel case where you can write each word except the first start with a capital letter like this. My variable name, the first letter will be capital. Then you can also use the Pascal case where each word start with a capital name. My variable name is this. So let's try this. If I will say my variable name, Google, I'm giving Satya, and then I'm trying to print this variable, whatever I have taken over here. So now it's getting printed. That means you are also allowed to use this type of naming conventions. So basically, you have to be very careful during giving the names to the variables. And the in variable section there is output variables. The Python print functions often used to output variables. That means if you are using print, then the output is getting displayed. So you can say print as a output. Print is used to give the output variables. Then global variables. So global variables, we will discuss about global variables when we will be discussing about functions, because it has something to do with functions. If the variable is declared inside the function, then it is a local variable, and if it is declared outside the function, then it's a global variable. So latter part, when we will be dealing with functions, I will be clearly discussing about global variables. Now data types. So data types, there are different data types: text data types, numeric data types, sequence types, mapping types, set types, boolean type, binary type. So what does it mean actually, the data types? So let me declare one thing. I can write simply a equal to 5, and I just want to check the type of this data. So what would I do for doing this? I have to write print type of x. So let me do this for you. Print ty type x, then it's coming as int. That means whatever I had declared, that is 5, is integer class. So here what happens in other, like other languages, in C++, we generally declare int a equal to 5, but in Python we don't need to declare int a equal to 5. If I am only declaring a equal to 5, it will get to know automatically the data type is integer, because here I am not declaring int a is 5, I am declaring a is 5. Okay, so let's see. Also, if you want to declare along with the data type, then you can use this int x equal to 20. So I also can like this. I also can do like this: int x, then the data type is int, then 20. So now if I want to declare x equal to str, then I will declare stdia array and Satyaranjan, then I'll close the bracket. Why I'm saying this, I have taken this as small x, and this as captures. That means another point is that they are different because it is not case sensitive. I also was discussing the point case sensitive. Case sensitive means for Python now these two are different. That means this is a small x, this is capital X. Small x is a variable which is an integer variable which stores the value of 20, and capital X is a string variable which stores the value. This is Satyaranjan. So it's generally holds string. So let me check the different types of. So first I'm type print, then I'm saying the type, then I'm typing small x, then again I'm print, then I'm doing type, then capital X. So what will be the outputs? Small x is an integer, capital X is string, so it will give. It is giving now the output as first is an integer, second is a string. That means it is treating the both variables differently, the small x, capital X. So you also have to be careful. This is the during declaring the names of the variables, that they are also case sensitive. Okay. So what as of now, what what did you learn? Let me summarize everything for you. So we learn the data types. Different types of data types. I didn't discuss every types. Only I discussed about integer and string. We will gradually discuss different types of data types. And another things we discuss here is variables. And Out of these things, one the important concepts you have to remember: variables like the naming conventions of variables, which is nothing but how you should give the name to a variable. Okay, so now let's do some programs related to this. I'm trying to declare a variable. I'm trying to give different types of names as we studied over here. So first I will give my, I will use space my variable equal to 30. This is the one. And then I will try to print my variable. It will throw an error because definitely it won't take because my variable is not allowed. You can use a space in between the name of the variable. So this is the first mistake. You can have an error. So here I'm getting an error. This is not allowed. So I have to change like this. I can do like this: my variable equal to 50. Then I'm trying to print my variable. So this time it is working out. It is printing 50. So you can give in this way. So let me try another way of naming the variable. If I write my variable equal to 50, this is the another way also. It will also work out. Print my variable. So here also it is working out 50. So will it work out if if I write like this: underscore my underscore variable equal to 50. So I want to print underscore underscore variable. So this time it will work. That means you can use underscore, you can use any letter, but you can't use number before the name. Okay, so suppose 1 2 3 1 1 my variable. I was also discussing these things. So it will throw an error because I am starting from a number which is not allowed. You can't start from a number. So I hope you all are having a clear idea what is a variable. The definition of variable is, so here it is giving an error because it is saying you can use this as a variable name. So as of now, we one thing is clear: how to name the variable, which is known as identifier also. So the very first step in Python will be to declare variables to deal with different types of data types. Then we will gradually go to different types of conditional statements. Then functions. Then object-oriented concept. Then file handling. Then error management. So there will be series of classes where we'll discuss one by one. So in today's classes, I discussed about data types and variables. Data types is you can say the type of data. If you are using integer, you can use string. Different types of data type. I will also attach this note with the link of the video. So here the different types of data types you have to remember: text, then string, numeric, then integer. If it is sequence, then list, tuple, range. Okay, so these are the data types which will be covered gradually. So, what will be the definition of data types? The variables can store data in different formats, and different types can do different things. So, different data. So, type of data is whether it is an integer, whether it is a string. So, it all purely depends on the programs. Means what is the situation and given to us. Then we will explore some more example uh, using data types. If I will declare Okay, here there is a data types named as bool. Okay, so how to deal with bool, how to deal with dictionary. In later classes, I will deal with list, tuples. These are the data types I will discuss, where will have to deal with different types of data. Okay, so uh, let's write an example. I'm writing a equal to 4, a equal to 4. I'm just trying to print a. So what is the thing you have to remember? You have to write the name of the variable inside the print statement. Okay, then you have to hit shift plus enter to run. So it is getting printed 4. That means whatever you are declared is getting printed now as an output. So it's all about the declaration of the data, declaration of variables, and getting the types of variables which you have declared uh, by using type of x, type of x. Here what I did, I declared two data: small x, which is 20, integer type, and capital X, which is string Satyaranjan. So when I wrote the code, print type of small x, print type the capital X, then it gave the output as int and string class. That means these are the integer class, and these are the string class. So data types are also there, like this integer string. Okay. And the last thing is setting the data types. You can also declare these type of data by directly declaring the type x equal to str. That means what? That means if you are declaring without data types, means you are saying x equal to 5, it is okay. If you are saying x equal to, you are saying it's int, then you are saying it's 5, then it's also okay as it is written over here. So I I would suggest you practice in the both ways. Means in one way you can directly declare a variable or assign a value to it, or you just write the type of the data in this way. So in the very next class, we will discuss about different types of loops, conditional statements, data structure, different type of data structure, list, tuple, dictionaries. So basically, list, tuple, dictionaries are the different types of data structures we will study in the further classes. These concepts will help you in data science. Okay, so see you in the next class.